What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to The Word. As always, on the left side of your screen, that guy's name, that's Filthy Smalls.
What up, what up?
In the middle of your screen, that's Robbie D.
That's me.
And as always, I am your host, CODY. And like I always say, as always, sponsored by Soundcheck, soundcheckdenver.com, where Denver bands and musicians have practiced their passion since 2014. And if you're feeling what we bring to the table, this plastic table right here, each and every week, or whenever these episodes drop, drive that engagement, mix it up in the comments, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button,
please do.
Every button you see on your screen right now, just start pressing that. Just go hog wild on that. Come on,
tell your friends.
Yeah, and tell your friends. Spread the word. That's what it's all about right now, spreading the word. And
facts.
That's what we're going for now. On this episode, we're going to take a quick trip to Alcatraz.
No more locked doors.
I didn't fucking do it.
We're going to talk about a new project we've been hinting at for a little bit, and we've got a new technology segment to debut at the end of this episode. You're going to want to stick around for that. But like I said, we always kick it off with the weekly highlight. This week, we've got some recent French Montana to roll out, and that's our trip to Alcatraz I was talking about. So, Robbie D, let's get right into it. This is French Montana, Alcatraz.
I'm expensive every day, I ain't free them all. I'm expensive every day, I ain't free them all. I'm a gremlin. I knew the ass fake and still hit it. Her friend ate it, you been hated. Word of 112, my life ain't
Coke
peachy.
Boys.
Going viral like Fat Joe and them Yeezys. You know who got them hits, boy? Straight drop.
It's like an old school video, but like with the new school tricks.
Yeah, it definitely has the Bronx aesthetic. Shout out to J-Lo, too. Shout out to Fat Joe. All the Bronx legends lining up on this.
Easy with the big expensive ass shoes.
Yeah. It ain't drill music. They been catching bodies. Busting down 4 O's. No Audi. Riding with the Mozzie like Yo God.
It's alright. I wouldn't say it's my favorite type of flow.
They was bowling. Montana flood the city, you ain't making no noise.
I like the video, it just has a real nice look to it.
Ye through the car crash. Feel like Ye, cause me and Ye killed the curse from the car.
And I feel like it was not that big of a budget either.
It was a body on the scene from the blast.
I'm wondering about those heavy ass coats and the pyrotechnics. It must have been hot as fuck.
I have burned a jacket doing that shit before.
But New York is cold though. They probably filmed it in the winter.
They probably filmed this in April.
This is like midsummer for New York right there.
There's no snow on the ground. There's no reason for us to believe it was cold.
Super cold, Dr. Dre at the Super Bowl.
You just said it's super cold.
Been death row before Snoop Control. 5 bricks in G5. I run the Apple like Steve Jobs. Ride big B's like G-Hop. Montega in the flesh, mac and cheese 5.
Right, he got the whole jumpsuit, I think, bro.
I'm expensive every day, I ain't free them all.
He's gonna go skiing right after this.
Yeah, he's gonna jump on a plane. Takes a little while.
Hand sanitizer, bro.
I'm expensive.
Let me get some of that,
I ain't free them all.
Pandemic ain't over, folks. Keep it rolling.
Be like, yo, come do this video with me. I got a gang of hand sanitizer, bro. Like, oh man.
Alcatraz.
So that is our quick trip to Alcatraz, even though, clearly the Bronx aesthetic there. It's just, Alcatraz is a mindset,
What, we trying to escape from it?
Something like that.
So I give it a thumbs up on the video and then a thumbs down on the rhymes.
Yeah, I've never been that big into French Montana myself, but I'll give him that one. That one was solid.
He's more of a hype man, He hypes everybody up.
He's more of a presence.
Yeah. Or no, that was Lil Jon. My bad.
Yeah. Well, that was Lil Jon.
He does something similar. My bad.
Yeah, for French Montana, he's like he's a character.
Don't. Just
That's
don't
what he
do it.
does.
I don't know what's going on right now.
French Montana, he's got a lot of fans out there, but amongst us, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm more of a Midwest, West Coast kind of guy.
It happens.
No offense to the Bronx.
If your rhymes are fire, I like it. If it's garbage, and well, that means you're garbage.
Speaking of fire, what do we think of the pyrotechnics in that video? I mean, they didn't go overboard with it, but with those coats on, it must have felt like it was 9,000 degrees at that point.
I feel like it wasn't enough fire. If you're going fire, you might as well light the whole city on fire, bro.
The more fire, the better. That's what I always say.
I don't know. I'll just say be careful getting too close with that goose down. That's a $500 jacket right there.
Mm.
But it wasn't that hot, because if it was that hot, I'll just be with no shirt on, snowing. With the
Usually you see that. I mean, we were looking for another late night deep cut, and we stumbled across more hot fire from the old school from our guy, the bail bondsman.
Damn, he's still getting it in.
Yeah, he's holding it down in Alaska as always, but
You know it's cold up there, so he's keeping the heat going, you know.
yeah,
You got to. You got to. Cold.
yeah. And French Montana said in that song that it was pretty cold, but you know we're recording this in May in the Denver area, and it just snowed last night, and it was freezing overnight. But I always tell people about our winters and how it spills into spring. You know, if it snows in May, it's not a big deal because it snows the next day. We got into sound check today to record this, and the snow was already gone. So
Yeah.
no big deal.
Colorado be crazy, homie.
Fuck this cold shit.
Yeah, that's when it always gets on my nerves. When it gets to April and May and it's freezing in the morning, you need the heat. And then it gets to the day, you need the AC because it's sweltering. That's when it gets on my nerves. But when it's like 14 degrees in February, hardly notice it. No big deal.
Nah, here in like the next couple of years, we're probably going to be recording from a beach somewhere because fuck this cold shit.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand works.
The word live from New Zealand. By then, we're going to be live streaming. We're not going to do this record on a Saturday and cross our fingers that Robbie D gets around to posting it. But we'll lay off of him.
It's because you had to fire the fucking interns.
Oh, speaking of interns.
Interns. Needed.
That's a decent transition to our next segment.
Oh, the intern.
Yeah. So we're going to... I joke that we're going to debut a technology segment at the end of the show, but we'll explain that when we get there. But this is a real new segment that we're going to throw out there called Word on the Street.
What?
And this isn't going to follow the same format as some of our other segments where we had, we make fun of people on the Haters Club, or we span a whole career for a rapper on Forever
Flowing.
For Word on the Street, this is just going to be our open potpourri segment where we could mix it up, talk about anything. We might even throw in some guests at some point, do some interviews. But right now, like we did on episode 1 of The Word, we're churning everything to us, and we're going to talk about something we've been alluding to on the past couple episodes of The Word. We've had some in the works for the past couple weeks, past couple months, and it is our new mixtape for CFR, Secure the Bag.
Woo!
Boom. So we got 5 songs loaded up. We got beats picked out, or at least these guys had the beats picked out.
Why didn't you pay for that beat, though?
Yeah. I mean, Robbie D did pay for him this time, so we got that going for us.
Allegedly.
We won't play him on this episode until we get that out. Our legal team may have some hurdles left at the finish line, but we're going to get there.
Oh, they fucking hate us.
And then, as always, Filthy Smalls, the mastermind of the rhymes, he's been... Don't cut yourself short just yet. But he had his rhymes all lined up, and we've been practicing
In sound check, by the way, shout out to sound check.
Yeah, practicing in sound check, getting everything tight and ready and working everything out so we can mix it up. Usually our approach, we record everything ourselves. And, you know, I got some good advice a couple years ago from somebody who's worked on some independent films. Do the work up front. Never let yourself use the words, we can fix it in post. So if you get everything right before you record, recording will be easy and then everything's done. And I think that's pretty much what happened this time. We had the 5 songs lined up and we went to Side 3 Studios in Denver, Colorado.
Shout out to them. That shit was pretty dope, though.
Shout out.
And there's another studio we were contemplating. We won't throw anybody under the bus right now, but we ended up at Side 3. They came through at the last moment, helped us secure the bag for Secure the Bag. And
what was it, 5 hours?
We got these 5 songs done in 5 hours and just got a little bit of post to do. Just a smidge of post, but not like...
And some videos. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting to those videos soon too. But for the mixtape, like I said, usually we would front end it, just do the recording and like try to work out the songs as we recorded, and then it was left on me to do all that salvaging the right takes and sifting through. It's like, okay, what sounds right? Is this one gonna work?
So essentially, we saved Cody about 10 hours of work.
Probably more than that with my rhymes.
I don't want to talk about my rhymes right now.
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll get there. I promise. So, anyways, we're at the final stages of production. Got some album artwork we can throw out to you guys on Instagram in not too long. And I just wanted to turn it over, especially to Filthy Smalls, doing a lot of the heavy lifting, like I said, with the vocals. The verses and everything.
But on this one, Robbie D it's half and half. This one, though. This time is half and half.
Yeah, 2 of the songs are exclusively a Robert Duran production.
Well, I had to because I was threatened my contract was about to come up. They're like, we're going to get rid of you if you don't fulfill your contract. And I was like, fuck. I had to secure the bag.
Yeah, that's what 2022 is all about, securing the bag. But you can secure the bag with procrastination. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's plenty wrong with that.
Well, not in my book. That's my way of life right there.
Last minute Cody.
He did come through at the very last minute with the hooks. Because you know you, boy, I can't find no hooks. I just write rhymes and that's it.
Would you say he's the Eminem?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I told him he's Eminem because Eminem doesn't do none of his hooks anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Just rhymes.
At the studio, I did decide that I'm just going to have them do all my hooks. So don't expect me on any hooks. But if you do want to get down on some hooks, I could use somebody who sings. I'm just rapping now.
Unless you're like French Montana.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about the experience itself, because that was the first time Filthy's been in a legitimate professional studio. Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Facts. It was nerve-wracking, kind of. I don't know. I was nervous when I went in there. It was all dark in the other waiting room.
Yeah, and we got there early. What was our session? 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm a time fiend, so we're always early.
1 o'clock to 6 o'clock? Is that what we did?
To 5. We're around there. It is
12 to 5. 12 to 5.
It was a long fucking session.
Yeah. It breezed by, though, for me, because, you know, I only had to record like 3 simple little things. But when we first got in there, yeah, Filthy, he was kind of tense.
Well, all the other stuff we did was at sound check. Shout out to sound check again. Damn, how many times shout out? But anyways, I don't know. It was different. And then it's crazy being in the own booth, getting a little bit nervous. There was a chair in there. I almost wanted to sit down, but I knew that they would talk shit, so I stood there.
Yeah, I think the engineer, did he offer the chair? He's like, you can stand, you can sit.
Do you want to sit down? No, I'll stand.
He needs a lazy boy sofa in there. That way he could just get comfortable. And
Hell yeah.
No, I would nix that. So
kick the feet up, start rhyming.
If we really wanted to fix everything in post, that's what we would have done. But that's not what we're going for.
But I would say the practice did help out because I just spit that shit. Barely looked at my book. And then they had this TV screen in there, so it was cool because you could watch where the beat is.
Yeah,
while you're going.
that really helped me out because I didn't know that was in there until we switched spots that first time. So that was helpful, especially sifting through which takes we were going to keep, and when he was doing that editing right there on the spot, to see what he was doing while you were in the booth, that was helpful.
Yeah, my first takes we didn't use because my voice started getting all squeaky, scared.
That shit was funny as hell. He's like, oh, hold on. Let me do it again.
Everybody's got to warm up. There's no problem with that.
I got a line saying something about I choked and I actually choked. And then
Yeah, that was hysterical. So yeah, he says he's going through his verse, and he said the word choked, and he choked on the word choke. It was incredible.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Hey,
man.
but the engineer was a nice guy because I remember when Robbie was in the booth, I'd be saying some shit, be like, "Hey, tell him this," and he's like, he said, "Do it again."
Yeah, he would translate for us and take the edge off of our critiques.
He said, "Nah, that shit sucks." I bet, got you.
Yeah, yeah. He did. There was a few times where he wasn't pulling so many punches, but there was a couple of times when I more or less said, "No, that was trash. We got to do that one again." And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna roll that back."
But I feel like he wasn't excited, bro. He just doing it and getting paid.
Yeah, he's a professional. That's the thing. No emotional attachment to the clients. That's probably better.
I don't know. I got all hot and sweaty in the booth. Drank like all my water. Oh yeah, tell him about the water.
But we'll get to that. But so we just kept trading places inside the booth, and it wasn't until later in the day, and it wasn't really hot in there or anything. But he wasn't running the AC or anything. We switched places for I think the second time, and I walk in there. It's like, oh, it's hot as hell in here. So I had to open the other doors, start moving the air around.
But it's because I'm spitting that fire. That's why it's hot up in there, bro. You could be on the lookout. CFR Music. Shout out to CFR Music.
It got pretty. I won't say steamy. You weren't doing anything out of pocket in there, but it was getting hot in there. It was some hot rhymes that day.
Fire ass rhymes.
But to be honest, I still think all my shit's garbage. But I don't know.
Well, we'll double back to that. So the next thing is the water. So we're always looking for interns here at the work, but there actually was a side 3 intern there that day. He was a cool guy. I mean,
well, at the end of the day,
yeah, nothing personal, but so when we first got there, the engineer was telling him to run by Costco and get some water, and we just because we each got a water when we first got in there, but he was out, so he sent the intern to get water. Then about like hour 4, the intern came in, started kicking it with us, everything. But I think the engineer was a little ticked because he did not bring in the water.
I know. And the engineer stopped our session to go downstairs and give this fool his credit card so he could bring us some fucking water. And he still didn't get no water. I was thirsty, bro. Damn.
I was pretty thirsty too.
He got the water. He just didn't bring it up the stairs to get it to us.
You had one job. One job.
And then he took Robbie D's spot when he was in the booth. So Robbie D comes out and was like, I was sitting there, but I guess not anymore.
He brought in a chair.
He didn't
he didn't sit in the chair. He sat in Robbie D's spot.
Yeah. If I was an engineer, which I hope he was getting pissed at the intern. I'm just hoping, just interns need to learn sometimes.
I think the intern got the backhand once we left.
Yeah, that's going to be our next Colfax stories is the interns that got the belt, so to speak.
We don't condone physical violence.
We don't. We're like Redman in that slap the shit out your video.
Yeah, keep fucking around, interns.
Yeah. We're just joking.
Hey, but we do need some interns, so if you're looking to do some music stuff and help us with the word and stuff.
We're not abusive.
We won't beat you up very often. So Robbie D, then on his 2 songs, anything stick out from the experience on your end? Like,
Yeah, this is actually a pretty funny part because in the past, you know, I was always a little fucked up when I recorded, you know, drinking and smoking.
I was always a lot of fucked up, just saying.
So you know, it's like to get one verse down took how many? Like at least 20 takes. I'm just a minimum of 20 takes. Right?
yeah, a lot of takes that we didn't even keep. It's like, no.
So
Try again.
So when I got in there, I was like filthy. I was a little nervous, you know. I was like, all right. So I started stuttering on some words, and I could just I got the feeling.
Yeah, right off the bat.
I got the feeling that these guys were like, oh, here we fucking go again.
Bro, I was sitting there and he was going, and he stumbled, and I was like, oh fuck, here we go. I did my song and then his song. So then I was like, damn, we're not going to be able to get all 5 songs done.
They got nervous because, you know, I started stuttering, but then I caught my balance and
He did get through.
I pulled through.
Be on the lookout for Robbie D's new shit's fire.
Yeah, I got 2 new songs of my own.
Whoa.
You know, I guess it's my first. Actually, they're my first own songs.
Solo?
Solo songs. Yeah, I guess it's my first.
CFR Music on YouTube. Go check it out.
I just popped my own cherry. It's fucking weird. But yeah,
That's what I put on Instagram today. So you can see Robbie D, he actually is a rapper.
yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
He left DJ Baby 22 aside and became Robbie D the rapper.
Yeah, I had to kill DJ Baby 22. You'll see it pretty soon.
He's DJ Baby 22 left in the smoke.
Left in the smoke. That. Ooh.
So, and then that's probably the last part then is my contribution to the project is, 2 hooks? I don't even remember.
My hooks, by the way.
It was just last week, and it's like, what did I do last week? But yeah, we had this one song that we struggled for weeks. It was the 100,000 Haters was the demo version, and Filthy actually spit some rhymes on the word. You're gonna want to double back and check that out a few episodes ago, but the hook on that song was just not coming to us, and we tried several different things, and then the last demo hook we did was actually a hook about how we wished that the song had a hook.
I wish this song had a fucking hook on it.
But so when I'm making music, I don't really like it. I tried to come up with something organically, just let it come to me. Just let it manifest from thin air, basically. So I don't like look to others as like, okay, what's so and so doing? How would so and so do this? Or because if I've always been of the belief if you're aiming for something, you're probably gonna miss. So just let it come to you. But what I did is I listened to a couple of songs. It's like, okay, for the general vibe of what this hook could be, I just threw out 2 songs and just listened to them like back to back a couple of times throughout the day. So the night before we go into side 3 to record this, I finally got the hook down, just practiced it a couple of times, and I sent these guys a text basically saying, it's like, okay, well, here's the words. You'll hear it because it fits the rhythm of the song. And I put in a note, it's like, oh yeah, the 3rd word hits the snare. That's not going to make sense in a text. But once they heard it the next day, for 100,000.
Cody came through definitely in the final hour. I thought we were just gonna just cut out the hook section and just have like 3 verses in a row.
Yeah, we threw around. I did pitch that idea. It's like, well, what if we just had a musical hook where there's no real words on it and just shorten it up so you go right back into the rhyme? But as I said, procrastination is my vibe. That's what I do, and that's what I did. And I came through right at the last second.
I just think you like to make Filthy nervous.
That too.
Like, he gets super fucking nervous. Like,
I get paranoid and I don't even like my own shit.
Yeah, the day before he's like, Filthy, he's like, fuck, Cody's not gonna, we're gonna fuck. Well, how are we gonna fucking do this? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, calm down. We got this. And he's like, no. Like, no. We're like, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. And then
in the middle of the night, I'm texting. He's like, Don't worry. I got it.
Last
And then I
minute.
text them at like 6 in the morning if they're ready. These fools are still sleeping, I know, but
Nah, I was up.
I'm just thinking like, fuck, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then when I do listen to it, I'm like, no, you could do better.
That's probably a good thing. But see, like I keep saying on the word, I'm more of the rock guy here. So shout out to Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins. He's thrown that out there a couple of times through the years of like, eventually you just have to settle on something. It's like, no, don't torture yourself on, it's like, oh, I can do better, I can do better, I can do better. Eventually it's like, no, this is good. This is good. Let's keep it. This is good.
So a shout out to Cody and Robbie because they are not trashing my music like I suggested. So y'all get to hear that shit coming soon.
Coming soon.
We're going to feature it on the word. Don't worry. We're going to, like Filthy said, we're going to have some videos. We're just going to have the regular mixtape drop, of course.
Yeah. We just like to give Filthy Smalls high blood pressure. Like, to be honest with you, that's just what we do.
So if you're looking for a job as a replacement, hit up Soundcheck probably. You could find the mad scientist around.
CFR Music. Again, our legal department will vet you to make sure that everything's clear. And then we could get right to work because Filthy's probably going to bail on us. As soon as we stop recording on this, he's going to run right out onto the Colfax, start living that Colfax life again.
Yeah, because sometimes it takes a while to get bonded out. Well, I've heard. So
Allegedly.
just in case, somebody needs to be on the word because we got to keep it going.
And on CFR Music.
CFR Music, go check it out on YouTube.
He will still write your rhymes. Just don't worry about that.
Yeah, he
I'll
does.
still write the fire, but I'll still hate it once you spit it. But that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying?
Like, who wrote this shit?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Take like a week through the U.S. Postal Service snail mail.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then last thing that I have, just of the experience. So, we went in, did a lot of practice ahead of time, so we knew we can hammer it out in 5 hours, get those 5 songs done for this EP. And then when we get out, I think, and Robbie D was pulling out some videos of like the different rappers through different eras being in the studio and everything. And usually, of course, it's dark in the studio, so you kind of assume it's in the middle of the night. But we got out of there. It was 5 o'clock. It's like, okay, what do we do now? Got all day in front of us. So we just kicked it to Denny's.
I didn't get hit on this time, so that was cool.
Oh, that's a Colfax stories that's yet to come.
I was going to say something, but I'll save it for later.
Yeah. So, but the other thing with Filthy is he rarely churns it off with like, what's next? What are we doing next? What do you think about this? What about this? What about that?
They were starting to get mad because I was already talking about the videos.
And me and Robbie D are just as like, dude, we barely know where we are right now.
Dude, after 5 songs in 5 hours, like busting it out just real quick, my brain was fucking fried, bro.
I could barely remember the song titles when we were at Denny's.
But to be honest, it was more like 4.5 hours because we listened back to all the songs.
Yeah, we listened back one last time in the studio. It took about 20 minutes. And then the engineer's like, is there anything you heard back you want to fix real fast? I was like, I don't know, man. We only got 9 minutes left. So I think that's it.
He didn't even shake my hand, bro. He was already ready to backhand the intern.
Yeah, his mind was on something else at that point.
Yeah, get the fucking water.
Hey, to be honest, that little wall that was by the couch, I think behind there was his bedroom, bro.
Wouldn't surprise me.
That's where he keeps the interns.
So
allegedly.
That was
Allegedly.
a good intern.
Allegedly. No. All jokes aside, Side 3 is fucking dope ass studio.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Side 3 again.
They got massive like reputation. Like you go downstairs in the main lobby, there's plaques on the walls. I mean, this is legit shit.
Hey, and he was like mastering it while we were recording at the same time, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I was impressed with the engineer that we had. And he had good instincts too, because we did some backing vocals and some ad lib stuff, and he knew exactly where to put it in the mix and the effects to put on it. And it's like, barely have to tell this guy what to do. He's right in his zone right now.
So if anybody that's trying to make an album, put some money up. It's fucking worth it.
Definitely. Anything else before we wrap up this segment of Word on the Street?
My shit's garbage, but I hope you like it.
He doesn't like it, but you're gonna like
Yeah,
it.
don't fucking believe him. He's all salty right now. He's like, I need a new album.
See,
like,
it's
already.
Hey, AK Salty Smalls. Oh yeah, I'm already. After this, I'm gonna go write me a new song that's more fire. So,
Like I said, he is all. What's next? What do we do next? What do we do? What about this? What about this idea? And Robbie D, you were saying that the other day that like I said, he was watching some videos of old school artists, new school artists in the studio. You said he reminded you of Tupac in one video.
Yeah, so there's a couple lines in Tupac's, and he's like, I have to bring the video up, but he just pretty much says, I just knocked out 5 fucking songs in 5 minutes. Y'all can do whatever the fuck you want, mix it later, blah, blah, blah. And dude, I was like, fuck, dude, that sounds just like fucking Filthy Smalls. Like, y'all mix it later. I'm going to spit off these rhymes real quick.
because we were talking about, are we gonna get the 5 songs down? Like, we'll just record all this shit, get it down, and we can mix it later, and then we could go on to the videos. And we need to set up shows and all kinds of shit.
All in 5 hours.
Weeks to do this whole album, complete it, mix it down and everything. We don't have time or the luxury to spend all of this time doing one song. We don't have it. We gotta somehow find a way that we could double up on it. Cause I did my whole album. I know it ain't all of that, but I did my whole album like 3 songs a day. Cause I was just laying it, rocking it, and getting off. You can mix it later and have niggas that love being in the studio all night, just adding a drum beat at a time and shit. You can do that after the rappers leave and shit. There's niggas that love being in the studio that just love.
Yeah, if you got any shows, let me know.
So yeah, that's basically it. So just know that as soon as we wrap this up, that's what Filthy's going to be hitting us up with. Well, what about the videos? What about this song? And what about these? What if we took these 2 songs and like did the same video? He's got some good ideas. I don't want to discourage him, but it's like, God, let us just eat at Denny's right now, all right? We're trying to wrap up the Word here. We've got a late night deep cut to get to, man.
Oh shit. They're not ready, bro.
So speaking of which,
They're not ready.
let's kick off another special edition of the late night deep cut.
Hella.
So this one is I have my doubts of whether this was actually on BET Uncut, but on YouTube it's framed like, oh yeah, this was a BET Uncut video. I think they're just hyping themselves up.
But even if it's not super old, it definitely fits the late night deep cut vibe, though.
It definitely does, and you'll see why here in a moment. And like I said, this is kicking off our new technology segment on the Word. This is Lava Boiz laptop.
White hot with
Shout out to BET Uncut right off the bat, right?
So I wasn't on Facebook when it first came out, but I assume they did not have ass shaking on there.
No, you'd be surprised what some chicks would post on there. To this day. To this day, they're doing that.
Nah, they be cutting that shit out.
Yeah, I guess that is more of an Instagram thing, but it's all under one umbrella with Meta.
You know it's an old song because he's talking about iPod.
Yeah. iTunes doesn't even technically exist anymore. But
Look at it, it's all lagging like it's on dial-up.
Damn, that's right. This shit was dial-up back then, huh? Man.
you gotta admire the video editor, the built-in Microsoft video editor, changing the colors.
Hey, dude, back then we didn't have a whole lot to work with.
There was no After Effects with Adobe on that.
Bro, he probably has a sticky-ass laptop, bro.
Yeah, because it sounds like he's saying I busted on my fucking laptop. Like, what the?
Keys all sticking together.
Damn. Busted on my laptop.
there's not a lot going on in this video, is there?
Now they're just like, all right, let's go into the corner by the stairs and shake that ass real quick.
Just pure ass. That's the video.
These are all stolen videos. You guys realize that, right?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Were any of these women compensated for their appearances? That's why you don't see any of their faces. So I know that's my ass. I know that's my ass. Where's my money?
To be fair, most of these chicks don't have ass.
That's fact.
Hey, that chick.
Are those edits? Were those censors? Is this a censored video?
How you going to censor on YouTube? Like, what the fuck? I'm CD skipping.
Maybe that's it.
These youngins don't know about CD skipping, bro.
Dude, the bass hit too hard, CD skip.
If you're speeding, you hit a speed bump. All right, there was one of the women's faces. It's not just a bunch of anonymous ass in this video.
I busted in her Facebook.
I like the concept, but it's pretty garbage, though.
I hope this song has bass, like, 'cause these chicks have no bass in their ass cheeks.
And
What the fuck?
and then it's get to the chopper.
What's going on?
What the fuck? There's more?
No, that's the true 12 a.m. Facebook experience. YouTube, Facebook, you just go in video to video and the auto plays on. A couple videos in, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Now I've been fixed. If I stand on the money, I'm 10-6. I can see them haters in the distance. Y'all know my logistics. Walking with 10 chicks, but I'm all pissed.
This was way better than the first one.
This is the mix-up. Gotta mix it up at the end.
I
don't know, the beats kind of throw me off, bro.
Bro, you know he just green screened everything. Do you see him?
Yeah. PD Pablo. Shout out to PD Pablo.
Lava Boiz?
Lava Boiz.
Yeah, you guys need to spit some more fire there, bro.
Yeah, that was not hot.
I like the you can hear it, the quality of the that Windows 95 mic that was the old Colorado's Finest approach.
Filthy Smalls in the mixtape.
Drunk as fuck in the kitchen on the stick mic? Or on the couch?
Yeah, that's how the couch got into it, because that's how the mythology of Filthy Smalls goes, is that he was too fucked up, and that's why he started rapping on the sofa.
Legs hurting.
Yeah.
Back hurting? Small ass mic on the fucking counter.
So I can't knock him too much. I mean, because we all started at the bottom.
I'm still in the bottom?
That's why we had to take you to Side 3 Studios to start getting you off some of that mentality.
But they had a chair in there, bro.
But it wasn't a sofa.
But congratulations, you didn't take them up on their offer of the chair.
Whoa.
There was a sofa outside of the mixing or the vocal booth, though, so he did get a chance to rest his back a little bit.
You.
Getting old.
You.
Spitting fire.
You.
Spitting fire comes at a cost, is what they say. That's how we will tie all this up. Because
Secure the bag.
We're not getting any younger here, so all we're gonna say right now is be on the lookout for CFR. Secure the bag. We'll have a release date coming up soon.
Yeah.
And we're going to get kicking off on some music videos. Hey, you never know. The Word might do some behind the scenes on some of those videos.
Y'all ain't ready for behind the scenes.
I don't think I am either. So
Hey.
if that idea never comes to fruition, just know that it was me who nixed it. But anyways,
You think they're ready for the nasty song?
they are not ready for the nasty song. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks as always for tuning in. We out.
Word.
Try to keep up, you get left in the smoke. Try to catch me, you get left in the smoke. Try to see me, you get left in the smoke. Left in the smoke, left in the smoke. Left in the smoke. Left in the smoke. Left in the smoke. Left in the smoke.